guys, welcome back to whatever we end up calling this. I'm kind of thinking like rare rumble or something like that. I don't know. Still coming up with names. If you got any, please leave them down in the suggestions. We're back down with a new deck. Continuing our trend of Fusion Warriors last time, we are here with War Rockstar. Shoutouts to Shadowbat Beats for making the deck. It will be once again down in the description, as always. The only thing that I did was fill out the extra deck because all he had was these two fusions, I think one Swordbreaker and like two of this Chaos hero that we can barely summon. So I was like, okay, there's surely better commons and rares. Oh, and then he put in some SRs in here, which we can't have because this is rares only. So I added Claw of Hermos and some Rocket Hermos cannons. But other than that, this was all his idea. So this deck aims to make use of two sets of warrior monsters released years apart, but work surprisingly well together that you would maybe think that they work together, and those are Warrocks in the Star theme. Warrocks are a series of Earth Warrior monsters who gain attack points based on using triggers when Earth Warriors battle. For example, Warrock Orpus here can be normal summoned if we only control warriors, and when an Earth Warrior battles, I can send an Earth Warrior from my deck to the grave to give all of them 200 extra attack points. Mahmood is Mystical Space Typhoon on legs, so when one Earth Warrior battles, you can destroy one Spar Trap, and then all your Warrior Rocks gain 200. And Skylar over here does not have the normal summon effect, and she gains 100 for all monsters our opponent controls, but if an Earth Warrior battles, I can special summon any level 5 or lower warrior from my deck and give all of them 200. Gyakdos over here does not follow this trend. Instead, if any Earth Warrior is normal summoned, I can special summon him, and then if he's sent to the from the field to the grave by a card effect, I special summon a level 5 or higher or Rock from my deck. He just puts extra damage on board. Combining with these cards are the Star monsters. Hayate the Earth Star, Tenma the Sky Star, and most importantly, Kaiki the Unity Star. Hayate the Earth Star is an Earth monster who can be normal summoned if only our opponent controls monsters, or if we have a Light monster. When he's summoned, we special summon a level 5 or higher Light Warrior from our hand. Level 5 Light Warrior from our hand. And if a warrior gets targeted, I can sacrifice 500 attack points to negate the attack. Tenma does the same thing but for Earths, and instead of an attack, it's a targeting effect. He is our only protection. Why are these here? Well, specifically Hayate can special summon Kaiki, who if he's ever special summoned lets us pay 500 life points to fusion summon. Also, if he's in our grave and we control a level 5 or higher warrior whose attack is different than its original by, say, like sacrificing 500, we can special summon from the grave, which will trigger his first effect. What are a few fusion summoning? Eden the Conqueror Star. He takes 2 level 5 or higher warriors. When he special summons, we add a level 5 warrior from our deck, so either our Warrocks or our Stars. I can discard any number of cards, and he gains 200 for each of them, and if he battles a monster whose level is less than 10, I reduce it to 0. If I happen to get him on the field and can fusion summon again, I can go into his upgrade into Shura the Combat Star, who takes Eden and any other level 5 or higher warrior. During any point during the battle phase, I reduce all of my opponent's monsters' attack points to 0, and he makes all of my monsters gain attack points equal to their level times 200. So for example, say our opponent has a Blue Eyes goes down to 0, we attack with Skylar, Blue Eyes will go to 1600 because it'll gain 200 for every level. Skylar on the other hand will stay at 2200 and then bump up by 600 to 3400. Shura pretty much means that we always win combat, and if our opponent has links or exceeds, they don't get anything. Orpus has a couple of others. Orpus basically searches as a Foolish Burial, sending cards like Hayate to the grave to revive to get Kaiki back to the field, sending Skylar to the grave to revive with our in-theme Monster Reborn, or sending Shield Warrior to the grave to use as battle protection. When Shield Warrior's in the grave, we can banish it to negate our destruction once per turn. We're also running Parry Knights. These cards basically say when we take damage, we can special summon it, and one warrior from our hand whose attack is less than or equal to. They're just decent blockers and serve as our fusion material as well. We're running 3 polymerizations because we are a fusion deck. Double summon because the Warrocks work best in pairs. So for example, let's say we have Orpus, and we can also summon Mahmood. They work better that way. So we also run one of those. 2 Rocket Claw of Hermos. Once again, this deck is very combat focused, so being able to make Rocket Hermos Cannon, which gives us piercing and double attacks, is nice, and it can use any of our warriors in hand. Double Solidarity. Honestly, maybe worth 3. If we only have one type in our grave, aka Warriors, all of our Warriors will gain 800 extra attack points. So even a weak monster like, say, Gakdos would jump up to 2700, meaning that he wins pretty much every fight. Could be worth 3, hard to say. If any of your, like, links go to the grave, you lose access to this, but it's not bad. Warrock Ordeal gets 3 counters, and then every time we destroy a monster with a Warrock, we remove a counter and draw a card. It's basically Pot of Greed, just slower. Warrock Spirit is probably one of the craziest cards at Rare. It is a monster reborn at quick effect speed. If we special summon in attack mode, we lose our effects and can't attack directly, but if we special summon in defense mode, we keep our effects, and our Warrocks can't be destroyed once per turn for the rest of the turn. Pretty good. Warrock Generations is a normal trap. If our opponent controls more monsters than we do during their battle phase, we just summon a Warrock from our deck, and they can only attack that monster. This is an easy way to cheat out Skylar, who can cheat back out our monsters from the grave, or Orpus or Mahmoud if we just need their effects. Lastly is 3 copies of Bad Aim. If our opponent activates a card, we can destroy any other card on the field. It's simple removal, just a little slower, but it's not bad. Alright, we've already covered Rocket Hermos Cannon and our fusions, so let's get into our XCs. Like I said, most of these are my doing because they just didn't include them, so I pretty much just threw in every good level 5. We have Comics Hero King Arthur because we could technically make him if we have 2 Gakdos. All he does is, if he would be destroyed, we can attach a material. He gains 500 attack points, negates the destruction, and inflicts 500 to opponent. Volcasaurus is actually surprisingly good rank 5. Once per turn, you can detach a material, destroy one face-up card your opponent controls, burn them for that attack points, and then he can't attack directly this turn. But you already destroyed their monster. You can make him with any of the stars, Mahmoud, or Orpus. Similarly, we have Dvorak, King of Heavy Industry, who takes 3 of those level 5s, and sends the top 3 cards our opponent set to the grave, and destroys any number of cards our opponent controls up to the number of monsters we milled. So, he's a mass removal, but a lucky trigger. We have Chaos XC's Comics Hero Arthur, who can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, and that's pretty much all we're ever going to use. Number 5, Doom Chimera Dragon, who gets to attack all of our opponents once each, gains 1,000 for every material, and can keep attaching material from the grave. He's just if we ever need a big beater. And lastly is 2 copies of Swordbreaker. We can make this exclusively with Skylar and Parry Knight. Once per turn, you can detach one XC's material from this card to declare one monster type. As long as he battles that monster type, it's destroyed automatically. So if our opponent's running a Mono type deck and we can happen to make him, he essentially guarantees that we never lose combat. This deck isn't bad, but I don't know that it's going to work as well as the creator hoped, but we'll find out when we jump into our first match in just a moment. Alright, jumping into our first match here, we're hoping to get some fusions out since we didn't get those with the Elemental Heroes. But we'll have to see, even on taking XCs. So we're opening up, and wow, nothing playable. Great. At least we have Generations, which will let us max C on his turn? Oh, it's Salamangrates, just piloted by an idiot. Not really sure why he was worried about max C, but maybe Nibiru. Alright, Chain Parallel Exceed, search Salamangrate Sanctuary. Play the other Parallel Exceed, Sanctuary, go into Baguska. And Sanctuary for what? Maybe he just wants the protection effect? Okay, whatever, that's fine. We have Generations, which we can use next turn, and Bad Aim. Not bad, not bad. You can also set Spirits in case that comes up, I suppose. Baguska loses 1 material. Signet Mighting, discard, smack C. Roar his own. What is he doing? Baguska to attack mode will activate Generations and summon Orpus, and he will not crash. Okay, that's fine. Our turn, we will summon Tenma the Sky Star and activate Warrock Ordeal. We will attack with Orpus, and he does not think it's worth protecting to stop me from drawing another card. Okay, that's fine. We'll crash with Baguska and activate Warrock Spirit, summoning our Skylar in attack mode. I forgot she can't attack directly, and now her effect is also negated. Oopsie. Probably should have summoned her in defense mode. Alright, he draws and passes, and that's probably just gonna be a clean sweep. We're gonna summon Skylar in attack mode and just attack directly. Orpus put Mahmoud in the grave. Skylar revive Mahmoud. Mahmoud will trigger here, letting us blow up their sanctuary. Now he Banelinks. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, pal. Alright, he's just gonna pass again, so we'll just clean it up here and move on to game 2. I'm not really sure that I count this as a real test of skill, but we'll take it. Well, that's silver rank for you folks. Not always sure what you're gonna get. Could be a good deck, could be a bad deck, could be a good deck piloted by a bad player. Hard to say. Alright, so jumping into game 2, and it looks like our opponent is thinking water, but we drew Tenma. I think that's Tenma. Let's see. Oh, Hayate. Uh-oh, they're on fish. We got Hayate and Perionite, so we can at least fusion summon. We also got Warlock Generations. Alright. Electric Jellyfish and Legendary Ocean, summon Silent Angler. Okay. Go into Hope Open Spider Shark. What? FL set 2. Okay. I suppose that's fine. We will draw Kaiki, which we can now use Hayate to special summon Kaiki. Kaiki lets us fusion summon and Torrential Tribute. No! Alright. And also going to pass up on the Hope Opens Monster Reborn effect, so okay, I guess we didn't need that. Summon White Stingray, we will Generations here to revive back Skylar. He is going to also have Raigeki, because why wouldn't you? Alright, pop both of our monsters. Dang, he's got every board wipe. Alright, we're going to draw, we have bad aim, we can't special summon Perinites because we haven't taken damage, so we'll just set Shield Warrior. No attack into Shield Warrior and pass, which means we can't use bad aim to clear out anything. We will draw a second bad aim. Uh-oh. So we will pass again. Probably could have summoned Berry Knights and at least gone in for the double attack. We're going to get punished here with Marincess Coral Anemone. 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 Alright, we're going to activate Parry, bad aim to destroy Tornado Wall. He will special summon Electric Jellyfish. Electric Jellyfish will discard one card to special summon. We will destroy Coral Anemone. Anemone. He will summon Phantasmal Spiral Dragon, who destroys Shield Warrior. Uh-oh. Can we draw any level 5 or higher warrior? Nope. Solidarity does not do it. Alright. On his turn, he will draw and set 1, attack us directly with Phantasmal Spiral. We will trigger Parry Knight, special summon. Alright, can we draw any level 5 or higher warrior? Any of them will do. You just need something to polymerize. Nope, it's not a Solidarity. That's fine. We will trigger this and see Stealth Attack. Not good. He now has the ability to negate one monster spell we activate, banish, and he's always going to win combat with this Phantasm Spiral Dragon. This is not good. He's also going to summon Ocean Dragon Lord Kryushin, so we can only control one non-water monster, and he could search that, which just destroys our monster and attacks us. Every form of mass removal, that sucks. Oh well, going on to game 3. Woo, Sea Stealth Attack is good. I was running Fish Control last season in Master Duel, so I know it's pretty strong. Honestly, I don't think if he didn't have Raigeki, I think we would have won that, but it is what it is. Alright, we're going to open up with Kaiki and Hayate again. We also have Skylar and Gactos if we need them. Alright, so we're up against Dark Lord. He's going to send Dark Lord Superbia to the grave, use Banishment to search out Ixchel. Ixchel going to discard it, and what was that? Dark Lord Uprising, draw 2, and he will end his turn with a 700 attack point monster in attack mode. Uh-oh! Did we finally get the fusion summon? Oh, I should probably fast forward, huh? Alright, we'll summon Hayate, summon Gactos, use Kaiki, plus our Skylar in hand. In order to summon out Editen, we can use Editen to search out Mahmood. Activate Warrock Ordeal. Shura to discard Polymerization, so he'll have higher attack than usual. We can use this effect to reduce our opponent down to 0. We're going to attack with Gactos and Hayate. You know, if we had summoned Editen, we probably had a game there. Oopsie. Alright, he's going to summon Indulge Dark Lord, give us this one, he gets Nashten. We're going to use Kaiki to special summon Kaiki into Shura, so now we are guaranteed to win combat as long as we can get off a monster effect, and if Shura's destroyed, we just get Editen back. He's going to summon Nashten, Link summon, unfortunately he didn't reach Shura, so he goes down to 0, and he dies on his own turn. Let's go, Shura! Alright, so those were the games. So how did the deck do? Well, when the deck can actually get going without having master removal in effect, it's surprisingly strong. Orpus send any of our level 5s to the grave, which we could potentially use our revival effects for, or various other combat tricks like our Skylar to revive. For example, summoning Hayate would give us Kaiki immediately. Tenma can also special summon our level 5 Earth Warriors, which could have come in handy. And between polymerization, triple polymerization, and triple Kaiki, we just easily get a fusion summon. Problems. The deck suffers from any form of negation. That Electric Jellyfish in Game 2 gave us problems. We couldn't double Solidarity. Any form of mass removal takes out most of our cards, unless we have got exactly Shura. Spirit, I suppose, can also stop with that. No, it's destroyed by battle. Yeah. Triple Bad Aim is interesting, except it only works on our opponent's card effects, and we can't destroy the card that used its effect, which essentially means that its removal is very limited. The deck is good, and honestly, this might be my deck for the next time the NR Festival comes around, but let's not pretend like it doesn't have flaws. There's a reason Warrock was considered the worst deck to come out in 2020 when it would have been more at home in 2010. With all that said, though, I do like the deck, but don't take this into gold or higher expecting a ton of wins. Next time we'll be back with our last deck of this month. It's somewhat warrior themed, but we got a couple mascots in there that take over the role pretty fast. Until then, I hope y'all have a good one. Goodbye.